What happens when you add layers of creativity to the mundane? Nathan Fielder transforms a simple smoking ban problem into an art exhibit episode. Loophole, turning a bar into a performance space without anyone realizing it's a show. The owner, the patrons, the participants stay clueless, while Nathan and the audience witness a comedic experiment that works despite its absurdity. With this, Nathan shows how context can shift everything we take at face value. Welcome to Feed Up. In this episode, we explore how Nathan Fielder crafts ingenious calculated risks to transform mundane problems into unforgettable comedic moments. The setups often filled with experiments in how far you can stretch reality, letting us laugh, while also reflecting on the absurdities of modern life. We'll dive into 3 brilliant scenes that show Nathan's mastery in creating layered situations, turning the simple into the extraordinary, and how the delicate balance between humor and risk fuels these moments. What if humor wasn't just a distraction, but a way to see through the absurdity of life? Nathan Fielder's Dumb Starbucks offers hilariously sharp critique of authenticity and consumer culture, although a simple parody that blurs the line between real and ridiculous. In this episode, we'll explore how Nathan uses the creative legal loopholes to create calculated risks that turn everyday scenarios into achievable. The scene unfolds across multiple locations, starting with a dumb Starbucks cafe and spilling into the streets and media interviews. Nathan controls the pacing with a slow, deliberate explanations, paired with quick cuts and escalation chaos around it. The humor here is medium risk. It's a critique of consumer vulnerability and intellectual property laws. Nathan's deadpan delivery makes the most ideas seem believable. Magic density here is medium, balance and simple exploration with visual gas. The coffee cup labels down. It's digestible because Nathan makes the ridiculous feel entirely possible. It's simple enough for anyone to follow, but layered enough to make you think.
Your food is dirty, or if there's...
we don't want any of our customers to get sick, but if they do, technically that's part of the artistic experience.
Visually, the scene is dynamic, shifting from cafe interior to growing media frenzy outside. The variety keeps the humor fresh and engaging, even as the concept grows more absurd. Imagine the experience of humorous glass, where everything is visible and straightforward. When we're able to process something, the experience seems seamless. We understand the situation and what's happening, and we can easily navigate it without confusion. But when we crack up is when we laugh, and we often interrupt as well. The moment we laugh, we lose our calibration for the situation, and preventing us from fully understanding the deeper insight hidden in the absurdity. This laugh, although spontaneous, actually involves us from our deeper reflection, because the crack of the glass distorts our experience, making it unplayed. In this sense, laughing without properly processing the humor means we miss the deeper, more meaningful insight that Nathan's humor provides. By laughing too early or without calibration, we block ourselves from truly absorbing the subtle social commentary or discomfort embedded in the situation. So humor in this case acts like a filter. We laugh too soon or too much, we break the clarity and prevent ourselves from perceiving the past surface. The challenge is to resist laughing until we calibrate the situation, or until we can step back and understand a deeper layer of discomfort or irony that Nathan's actions are reflecting. Once we pause, reflect, and see through the cracked glass, we can gain critical insight that humor is often trying to show us. The dynamic is central to what makes Nathan and Priya so compelling. It's about resisting the impulse to laugh too early and instead allowing the humor to become a tool for deeper understanding. Once we hold back on laughter, we can truly grasp the full impact of the absurdity. Your forced to give a reaction that you're desperately trying to avoid. In his infamous Law of Shame challenge is a brilliant commentary on just that. It's not just that the man is locked in handcuffs and is racing against time to see his dignity. It's also about how we're often tracked by our own need for approval, hiding behind facades like corporate logos, and unable to push past it what we think is good or bad. The Claw of Shame, Nathan has 90 seconds to escape, or else his parents will be stripped off in front of an audience of children. It's absurd, but also masterfully uncomfortable. The timing here is everything. We know something's coming, but the risk grows as we approach the climax. Adding an edge to the humor. It's not just about Nathan losing his pants. It's also the absurdity of the situation mirrors the pressure we all feel to perform, react, to fit in, even if it's at the cost of our own discomfort. Makes this moment work is the way Nathan uses the moment. But just enough to make us uncomfortable, yet not enough to complete the situation. Displacing the challenge and those kids in the background created an ironic tension that blurs the line between comedy and something much deeper. How long do you need to hold on before you crack under the weight of your own need to perform and please others? That Nathan in the last moment hides behind the logo, a corporate symbol of approval to save himself. It's a subtle metaphor. This is what we all do. Struggle to express when you're up for survival, but hide behind the robust kinds of expectations. Just like the cracked glass metaphor we talked about earlier, Nathan's struggle is our own. When we react impulsively, we crack up about the absurdity of the moment. We lose the clarity to understand it. Humor in this case isn't just about the physical damage. How we are all trapped in our own media reactions and aligned with expectations. That's where the crack in the glass is. In a world of fitness, who says you need to hit the gym to get fit? Ethan Fielder flips the fitness narrative in a truly absurd way by turning furniture moving into a workout. Here's the kicker. Ethan does that suggesting this idea. He solves at creating a whole fitness movement, and in doing so, he shows how easily we can get swept into trends that sound good but don't stand up to scrutiny. What makes this moment hilarious isn't just the absurdity of it all. It's how Nathan uses ordinary to convince people of the extraordinary, by positioning furniture moving as an effective workout, and bringing in a ghostwriter to write a book about it. He creates this mock fitness revolution, while slightly a joke, ease with which the interactions are exposes something deeper about the perception of expertise. Your Nathan's commentary is unfolded this way. He takes on something mundane and turns it into something we're supposed to believe is profound. All the while, using a perfectly timed comedic narrative. The pacing of the ad, the testimony of the illustrative book, it all works together to create the perfect storm of nonsense that we can't help but believe. It's funny because it plays on the absurdity of how easily we can be convinced by the experts and authority figures. What's brilliant here is that Nathan's manipulation isn't just Nathan's manipulation of the situation. It's that he's pointing out a corrective tendency to latch on to trends and movements without questioning them. We become so absorbed in the narrative and broad picture brain that we completely overtook the fundamental flaw. The comedy lies in how easily we buy into these images, especially when they come from seemingly credible sources. Here's where the cracked glass comes into play. We don't question what's presented to us. When we react with a laugh instead of a critical thought, the clarity of the experience shatters. Instead of seeing things clearly, we become absorbed in the spectacle, losing the ability to critically assess what's going on. This is the challenge of content. Recognize when we are being soul-centered, have the awareness to step back from the glass cracks. We've journeyed through Nathan Fielder's genius in creating absurd yet thought-provoking setups that challenge how we see the world. We're transforming mundane problems into comedic spectacles, finding loopholes that highlight societal contradictions. Nathan blurs the line between real life and real life. The world where repetitive narratives often divide us, and his work offers a refreshing awareness. Nathan Fielder doesn't just entertain. He invites us to question, laugh, and think the rules we take for granted. The water our feet, he's not just a feed. It's a breath of fresh air we didn't know we needed.